Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Crazy Tech Reviews. Now today's episode is going to be a little bit different because obviously something really big just happened today as of the time this video was recorded. And that is that we finally passed 100 subscribers. It's been about 2 years in the making and we finally entered the triple digits. Now just one thing I'd like to mention is I'd just like to go ahead and give a massive thanks to all my community, all my active subscribers, all the people who have subscribed to the channel and watched the videos, and also all the people who are joining every day to check out my content and who are also becoming new subscribers of the channel. And in order to thank you guys all for watching my videos and subscribing and supporting me through the years and helping me achieve this dream of running a somewhat successful YouTube channel, I'd like to go ahead and present you guys with my Crazy Tech Reviews 100 subscriber special. So that said, let's go ahead and get right into this video. So this here is the room that I've been producing and editing YouTube videos in for the past couple of years now. Now obviously this room also serves as my bedroom, so I'm not really going to be showing that part of the room in this video for obvious reasons. However, that doesn't really have to do with the channel anyway, so big deal. Anyway, starting over in this corner of the room here, I usually keep this little desk with a vintage computer of some kind set up, usually a Macintosh machine, for just scripting and checking over stuff while filming my intros. And I also keep a few more little mini paper Mac models on top of it just because I think they look cool. So, anyway, yeah. Moving down to this chest of drawers here, I mainly keep things like old keyboards and stuff in here, just because they fit really well in these drawers, and they don't really fit in too many other storage compartments I have, so this is where they usually end up going. Moving over here, I also have this little plastic drawer compartment thing that currently has this Macintosh classic analog board sitting on top of it for whatever reason. But in here I usually keep things like old discs and CDs and software for old machines and stuff like that, and also some burned discs as well for various things such as SimCity 3000 in this case, and Toaster, I guess, or whatever that program's called, and then various other things. Down here, I just have a bunch of Mac floppy parts like this eject motor, for example, and some random bracket that I cut off of a broken floppy drive, and then in this bottom compartment here, I have various random AV cables and IE and floppy cables and things like this. So not really anything too interesting in here, but this is mainly just where I keep general cables and also the power cables as well, which I'm probably going to eventually move into a separate drawer down here, but currently this does not have anything. Moving back over to the left, it's time to take a look at the actual workbench. Now, most of you guys recognize this probably not only from the mini intros I've done here at this location, but also because this is where I shoot most of the video clips for my channel. Basically all this is this plastic folding table just propped up on a few wooden blocks just because it got a bit short. But anyway, I also added in the shelf recently as well, which mainly just stores things such as various game pads and cleaning towels and mice and just various miscellaneous items such as these. And then down below the shelf there, I also store a few of the computers that are not on display. For example, my Apple IIe with color monitor, and my Power Mac G3 tower. Moving over to the shelf here, even though this looks mainly like just a bunch of decoration and stuff, I do actually use this to store some things. For example, I have a lot of cables and stuff that I store here, as well as a few old floppy disks. I also have this dedicated bin down here for what used to be all my floppy disks before I moved them up to the little display I have on the more show side of the shelf. But I still do have a few miscellaneous disks here, but most of them are in the boxes up on that area of the shelf. And I also keep this power strip mounted here underneath the workbench just in case I happen to set up a computer or something on here and need to turn it on or anything like that. So anyway, it's now time to move over to my actual desk setup over here. Now, this is the same desk that I have been using to, and for the matter of fact, the same computer I've been using to edit videos, pretty much all the videos on this channel. As far as my keyboard goes, I just use this old IBM keyboard, and then I also have this Dell USB mouse, which I also like. As far as my microphone goes, I use this MXL condenser microphone, which connects through XRL and everything. And I just have it on this $10 stand with a nice windscreen on it. The preamp I use is this cheap Behringer one. It was only like $50 off Amazon, so that was pretty good. And this also has the correct XRL interface, and it does work pretty well. And it also has the phantom power, which is required for most condenser microphones. And this all just connects to my computer through a USB interface, which is really efficient, so yeah. And I also use this interface with this smaller microphone here, which I use mainly off to the left of my YouTube setup for recording intros and stuff. And for that, it works well as well. As far as my monitors go, I use two of these Asus HDMI 24-inch monitors. I like these a lot. Because they are really nice, high-quality monitors, and they're great for video editing. I usually keep my video editor on one and then have like a file explorer or offhand things on this one. So this is the actual PC I do all my editing off of, and I usually keep this external hard drive and floppy drive hooked up. The floppy drive mainly just for putting stuff on old computers that have them. I also have a CD-ROM drive hooked up to this computer as well. This is mainly just for also transferring files into old machines. As far as what's inside of this computer, I have this MSI motherboard with a Core 2 Duo or something like that on it. It's a 4-core processor, and I also have this older ATI Radeon card, which does edit 1080p video just fine, so it does everything I need it to do. I also have this Western Digital 1TB hard drive, as well as another smaller 100GB laptop hard drive for Linux stuff. Now, I used to actually have this motherboard in it, however, the issue is that recently somebody actually spilled water down into my PC, and as far as I was concerned, it actually killed this board. I mean, as you can see, there's just water all over the thing. However, fortunately, the board itself did actually survive that, and I ended up putting it in a smaller case. However, by the time it started working again after all the water had apparently evaporated, I had already put this board in the machine, and it's more powerful anyway. And pretty much all that's left now is this back corner here. This is where I store all the tripods I use for the channel. I usually have at least 3 or 4 at any given time in case I need to shoot extra different angles and shots and everything. So that pretty much sums it up. I'd like to just go ahead and give you guys a massive thanks for all the help you've given me starting this channel and supporting me through these years of making YouTube videos. I mean, I was never expecting to really get even this far on YouTube, and this is really only the beginning for this channel. I never started a YouTube channel that ended up gaining this many subscribers in such a short period of time, and I'm really thankful for everybody who has helped me reach this milestone. But with that said, I'd like to give you guys all a big thanks for helping out with the channel, liking the videos, sharing them, subscribing, just checking them out in general, and helping me get this milestone. But with that said, there are a few other things I'd like to mention other than that. And the first thing is that I'd like to talk a bit more about the channel merchandise. Now, I know you guys some of you who have been around the channel long enough or watched some of those older videos might remember back in May and June and stuff when I was talking about creating some merchandise for the channel. And I never ended up really doing that. The main reason was that I just never got around to actually getting the whole PayPal and everything set up for it. However, I've switched to a different service, and I've come up with a few more designs, and I'm hoping to actually now start selling some merchandise, and obviously that would help support the channel. Now, I'm not sure when it will be coming out or if it will be coming out, as has been proven with the last time I tried to do merchandise for the channel, but I am planning on doing it at some point. So, yeah. I'll go ahead and show you a few of the designs I've come up with using this new service, and also the nice thing about this is that I wouldn't have to do inventory management or anything like that either, which is good. Other than that, though, I do have one more thing I'd like to mention, and that is that I am also working on a collab video with another channel about this size called the iApple Guy. Now, he has about 120 subscribers, and he approached me a few months ago about doing a collab, and so we've been working on that. And that should hopefully be coming out within the next couple of weeks or within the next month, considering how slow I've been at producing videos since school started. So for anybody who's been wondering also why there have been less videos on the channel, that is the reason. But anyway, with that said, there's not really much more going around or going on around the channel, so I'd like to go ahead and thank you guys all for helping me get this far, and I'll see you guys all next time.